Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, coming to you September 30th with the AA word of the day for October 5th, trying to get ahead a little. And I've been out here doing like 6 videos and wearing that hat where it was getting hot. So I've taken the hat off. That's the difference. Uh, it's kind of cloudy, so it doesn't look like the sun is going to come right in while I'm making this video. I keep my head covered. I keep my back covered, even when I'm swimming, because I've had so much basal cell carcinoma. Probably from my days as a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard from graduating from high school to college, and never had any problems. Then I got down to Florida. I figured, well, let me go see a dermatologist, and my back was covered with basal cell carcinoma. The good thing is it's very curable. They just have to take it out and but that's why you know I wear Bob Marley, the great reggae singer. He had a melanoma on his toe and refused to have surgery and ended up dying. So when I go to the pool, I have a really baggy bathing suit. I have my water shoes. I have my hat, and I have a T-shirt. Sometimes a full long T-shirt. Uh, but that's just me. It's the too much Irish blood. I'm too white. And so, yay, word of the day for October 5th is yesterday's baggage. And here is a quote from the 12 traditions, 12 steps and 12 traditions of AA, page 88. For the wise have always known that no one can make much of his life until self searching becomes a regular habit, until he is able to admit and accept what he finds, and until he patiently and persistently tries to correct what is wrong. And this is the daily reflections on this. I have more than enough to handle today without dragging along yesterday's baggage, too. I must balance today's books if I am to have a chance tomorrow. So I ask myself if I have erred and how I can avoid repeating that particular behavior. Did I hurt anyone? Did I help anyone? And why? Some of today is bound to spill over into tomorrow, but most of it need not if I make a daily honest inventory. And that is very true. And for me, and this is only for me, part of the daily inventory, if I have more than one item, is prioritizing the items. I try to put the most difficult at the top of the list, and then everything else kind of falls into place. But I try to get rid of that most difficult problem, do something on it, and then the other ones seem easier. I would always put, well, especially when I was working, I'd be exhausted. And when I did an inventory, I put the hardest thing at the bottom. And then somehow that never gets done. It's not that you're really trying to avoid it, but you got to prioritize in a way that makes sense for you. And you look at this, he persistently tries to correct what is wrong. It has to be persistent. If you're skipping days, it doesn't work out. You want to be the best that you can be. There was a great uh, American psychologist, Abraham Maslow. He lived from 1908 to 1970, and he came out with the theory of the hierarchy of needs. And it is just a theory. Some people don't hold much stock with it. Uh, but it gives a good frame for a lifetime. You know, you start out, you're a baby, you need your physical needs met. And as you age and progress in life, you go to different stages where you need things met. And the very last thing is self actualization. And the definition of that, I had to look it up. The full realizations of one's creative and social potential through internal drive. Internal drive. So your potential, it could be anything at any moment. You may not have any mobility, but you can still be self actualized. You can still have that in, internal realization. So that's always been when I do this reading. I always think of that, and that is usually what human beings aspire to be at their last stage of development, where you put it all together and you make sense of your whole life, and you don't want any baggage. So it's just something to think about. Uh, for me, it helps me put this in perspective. This For the wise always know that no one can make much of his life until self searching becomes a regular habit. And that sounds an awful lot to me like that actualization definition. So I could see that this is going to be a process my whole life. You know, you stop drinking and you get into spiritual development, and it lasts your whole life because you're going to be doing this all your life to the very end, correcting mistakes you've made, trying to get better, and most of all, making an honest inventory. I've reached a point now where I care what people think, but when I do my daily inventory, yeah, I do it and I try my best. And if I see something egregious or something, some way I shouldn't behave, I try to correct it. I never did that before, but I don't want that feeling hanging around me all the time. Boy, you were really a jerk. And this can be preempted too. You know, you do this every day. The wheels are spinning in your head when you're having a conversation with someone that is really off the rails, and you say, "I don't have to go there. I don't have to insult this person. I may feel like it, but the better thing to do would be to just drop it and have that internal serenity, and maybe take this subject up again another time." Um, yeah, the serenity is sweet, and when you got it, you don't want to give it up. It takes a while to get it, but when you get it, you realize it, and it's just nice. It's like floating around a pool on a summer day with, there's an umbrella over one of the pool chairs that's in the pool, and you just say to yourself, "This is nice. My body feels good. I'm not in any pain. Uh, the sun is out. My legs are in the water. I love this." So, well, that's it for today. We're getting to be 9 minutes. I want to end by 10. So have a good, safe day. Stay sober.